welcome to the video edition of collegedekho.com. Today, we are at Coimbatore at the sprawling and serene campus of the Hindustan Group of Institutions.
audible? Princess?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, pa. Okay.
Sir, Hemakumar sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, ma'am. Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Audible, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Dr. Hemakumar, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
We start, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Good morning to one and all present here. Coming together is beginning. Staying together is progress. Working together is success. We are virtually connected here for the webinar on developing an entrepreneurial mindset in young minds. I'm very happy to invite all the IIC coordinators of various departments and our own student friends for this forum. We request our beloved head of the department, Dr. A.R. Jayasudha, to deliver the welcome address and start the forum.
Very good morning. Very good morning, sir.
Good morning, ma'am.
Welcome you, sir, to Hindustan, to a virtual mode. Happy that, and we thank you for readily accepting our invitation.
Yes.
Very good morning to all who are connected here. Let us thank the online media tools that aid us in virtually connecting and letting us to go ahead with our usual daily course of work. This morning, a program apart from usual, based on the words of our Prime Minister, bringing more startups, making India Atmanirbhar. We have planned to conduct an activity to spread awareness and to give exposure to budding and skilled entrepreneurs. An entrepreneurial mindset is a set of skills that enable people to identify and make the most of opportunities, overcome and learn from setbacks, and succeed in a variety of settings. Having an entrepreneurial mindset will definitely encourage creativity. Critical thinking, the buzzword of these days, successful business. And being well to find the creative solutions, even if it may mean more work, will help our business greatly going in the long run. Today we have a speaker who have accepted our invitation here among us to make us aware and enlighten us through his knowledge and speech. Dr. Hemakumar, Professor of Department of Electronics and Instrumentation Engineering, Puducherry Technological University, Pondicherry. Sir, we welcome you for this forum.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
And we strongly believe that the students will make use of your knowledge and information.
Thank you.
Over to you, sir. Thank you very much.
Can I start, ma'am?
Nirmala, can we go ahead? Nirmala, your mic is off.
Yeah. It is immensely a great pleasure to introduce our today's chief guest. Dr.B. Hemakumar is an assistant professor from Department of Electronics and Instrumentation Engineering, Puducherry Technological University, Pondicherry. A doctorate in biomedical image processing from Pondicherry University, and he has deep expertise in human biological medical signals. He has traveled to Singapore, Malaysia, and Japan for presenting papers in international conferences and also held honorary reviewer positions in the international conferences held at Kobe, Japan. He has published a book titled Laboratory Manual for Experiments in Human Biomedical Signals, which is a chapter titled Social Media Addiction, Assessment and Treatment in the monographic title Education on Digital Culture and Social Media, DK International Research Foundation. He has published over 20 international journals and conferences. He has been the coordinator for organizing many STTP programs and a few programs outside the technological forum like Personal Health Engineering, Manage Stress Before It Manages You. And his list of guest lecture includes MRI Made Easy, Fuzzy Logic Basics, Healthcare Aspects, Healthy Food Habits, Healthy Habits, Our Health in Our Hands, Virtual Instrumentation Interfacing using LabVIEW, Interactive Engineering, Teaching using Teaching Aids based on Cloud Computing, Security Issues and Testing Challenges in Hybrid IT Infrastructure with Cloud Computing and Artificial Intelligence, Pedagogy for Blended Teaching Learning Process, IoT-based tools for blended learning in engineering, biosensors and IoT in wearable healthcare applications, digital tools for e-learning, discovering human values, and he has been awarded with Best E-Lecture Award in the Best E-Lecture Award ceremony organized by the REST Society for Research International. And he is a certified Microsoft Innovative Educator by Microsoft Education. And he is an outstanding reviewer in recognition made to the contribution of reviewing in biomedical signal processing and control elsewhere. He has trained more than 700 teachers on the usage of ICT tools for education and delivered over 25 technical cum practical workshops on image processing IoT to students all over India. His research interest includes medical image processing, biosignal processing, medical instrumentation, and educational pedagogical research. He is currently the convener of Institute Innovation Council and MHRD initiative, and he is an executive member and mentor in Atal Incubation Pondicherry Engineering College Foundation. So we are immensely happy to welcome you for this forum. Welcome you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay. So I'm extremely delighted to be a part of this particular event. Okay, very nice. We'll just move on. Okay. Is the PPT visible, ma'am?
No, sir. Yes.
It's coming up, sir.
Yeah. Just a minute. Yeah. Okay. So, very good morning to one and all. This is a very beautiful day today. We are going to explore. Okay. We're going to start up this particular journey of entrepreneurship, entrepreneurial mindset. Okay. In fact, this day, if you see back in the history, this is the day when Vasco da Gama, okay, the Portugal navigator, started his voyage. This is the day he started his voyage. He was the first European to visit India, okay, via sea. So he started his voyage this very first day, this day. 11th Jan. Okay. So we also start our journey on this beautiful day. So it's entrepreneurial mindset. Think of mindset. And I'll assure you that this will be an interactive session. I will ask you I will share my information. I'll share some interesting things. And I want you people to reciprocate back. That's the way it will be going. So this is a mindset. Mindset is basically based upon beliefs. Okay. Here we want to develop an entrepreneurial mindset. We'll see. Okay. So we all know what is an entrepreneur. Okay. We have heard this word. What is an entrepreneur? Basically, if you see, it comes from the French verb entreprendre, which means to begin something or to undertake. Okay. Or you can also call it as a risk taker or whatever the names we call. Okay. That's entrepreneur. Okay. Can you just type it in the chat window? Any entrepreneurs you know that comes to your mind? I want you to use the chat window to type in any name of the entrepreneurs that comes to your mind when I say the word entrepreneur. Thank you, ma'am. Okay. Students, you can just type in what are the names that comes to your mind. Okay, Elon Musk. Okay, excellent. Ritish Agarwal, good. Mark of your Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook. Okay, Bill Gates. Excellent. Okay, so many people are there. Ambani. Okay. Okay, nice. Excellent. Okay, fine. So the journey of entrepreneurship is quite fascinating. Okay, I'm just going to tell you a story actually now. Okay, we're going to start this discussion with a small story. Fine. How many of you like to have a story? How many of you are interested to hear a story? Again, so all of you have told about different people. Okay. Most of them are great people outside. Okay. I'm going to take up people from our Indian thing. Okay. Ambani, many one has mentioned Ambani. See this beautiful quote on entrepreneur. Entrepreneur is someone who jumps off a cliff and builds a plane on the way down. Okay, it's quite thing to note. Okay, he just jumps off a cliff and builds a plane on the way down. That's the quote. Okay, the most common myth with entrepreneurship is risk takers. Okay, but in reality it is not so. It's a myth. Okay, they are the one who take calculated risks. I'm going to illustrate this with a small story. Definitely this story will be quite inspiring. How many of you have heard of Ponnuthurai? Have you heard of the name Ponnuthurai? Have you heard of the name Ponnuthurai? Just put a no if you don't know. Okay, good. Okay, no issues. Fine. Okay, Vishnu has heard about it. Fine. Okay, now I'll give you another question. Like, when you tell dates, what is the thing that comes to mind? What is the thing that comes to your mind? Immediately, if you say dates, the eating date. Okay. So what is the thing that, okay, fruit. Okay, then you can mention, yeah, exact. Deepa staff, ma'am has mentioned like line dates. Okay. Excellent. Okay, good. So Ponnuthurai is the person behind line dates. We are going to see a small journey about this person, Ponnuthurai. Okay. So it started way back in 1957. He was born in Trichy. In a very, very village. Okay. He was born in Trichy. And in those days, people had a thing like they go to Colombo to do business for their livelihood. Okay. So that's the kind of, in those days, the people have. So similar to people go for Gulf countries to do a job, many people go to Colombo to get their livelihood. In the same way, the family of Ponnuthurai also traveled to Colombo. When he was there in Colombo, he was working in a grocery shop. Even from the age of 10, he was working in a grocery shop. Okay. So as an assistant, he was working in the grocery shop. And back in 1974, he came back to India. Yeah. And again, he started working in another grocery shop. Then he got an idea in the mind. Why he want to work in a grocery shop? Okay. Why not he start his own venture, own company or own grocery shop? That's what he had in his mind. So he got some bank loan and he started as with rupees 4,000 as a bank loan. He started his own grocery shop. The problem, what happened is, after he started this shop, he was not so well with the accounts. A miserable thing happened. The shop went into debt. Okay. And it was a huge loss for him. It was difficult to sustain that. But, he is a very hardworking person. He wants to succeed in life. He was so he quit his grocery shop and he was looking for opportunities. At that time, he got a distribution advertisement for Sabina. Sabina, the cleaning powder, no? So he got a distribution. So he applied for that and he got the job of a distributor. So he got a job of a distributor for Sabina. Okay. So by this time he is actually married also. He got a job for distributor. At the same time, he applied for a junior assistant post in collector office. For 800 rupees, he got this job also. Okay. So now, after getting this job, it's a government job, he didn't quit his habit of supplying Sabina. So morning he will used to go to the his job. Evening he will go for selling Sabina. Fine. Now, thing and very important turnover in his life is going to happen this particular moment. He happens to, whenever he's selling the Sabina, when he's coming out of the shop one particular day, he comes across a person selling dates in a cart. Okay. See, the dates, we know it is very good for the health. In those days, dates are sold in normal carts. A lot of flies are buzzing around it, and it was quite unhygienic. So he thought, what could be done? So he approached the shopkeeper and asked, "Sir, if you pack this and give properly, more people will be willing to buy."
மேம் நீங்க அனுப்பின அந்த இதுக்கு இது லிங்க் காணுமே மேம், லிங்க் போஸ்டர். ஆமா, அதுக்கு லிங்க் வேணும்ல.
Excuse me.
ஆமா
Sir?
ஆமா ஆமா ஆமா.
Rasmathu sir. Rasmathu sir.
Okay. Sorry. Thank you. So this is so he just approached the shopkeeper and says that why can't you pack it? That particular shopkeeper was in fury. Okay, he told, if you want, you pack it, man. Like that, he made a mock of him. He struck an idea in his mind. Why not we pack these dates? Okay, so that's how he made the initial setup. So what he did is that he got dates. So he was still doing the two other jobs. Morning he used to go to the office. Evening used to come buy the dates, pack it, sell it to the shops where he distributes Sabina also. Okay. And what he found is that this particular product had a good response. Many people were interestedly buying it because it was packed in a hygienic pack. So more people were very willing to buy it. Okay. So he saw a good potential in these type of dates. Okay. So he now is the point where he takes as I told, the order is increasing. Okay. More than 500 shops in Tamil Nadu is ready to buy this particular packed dates. Okay. So he sees a good opportunity in this one. He takes a very, very excellent calculated risk. He takes a calculated risk. He sees a very good potential in dates. So he leaves his government job. Okay. He quits his government job. Listen, he quits his government job and takes on these dates as his main business. Date as the main business, he should have a brand name, no? He should have a brand logo or something. So he thinks only for 5 minutes. Literally, he mentions it as he thought for only 5 minutes. He thought like whenever we say dates means when you eat, it will get strength. So the strong animal is a lion. So immediately he names it as lion dates. See, the name just in 5 minutes he has arrived. Okay. He did not think much about what could be the brand logo, what could be the name, whether it is good or bad, nothing. Immediately it sparked in his mind and he kept the name as Lion Dates. Okay. So that's how this Lion Dates was born. Still that the story does not end here. You have still more some interesting aspects. So now he has kept a name for his dates. The thing he has to give, whatever the product he wants to give, he wants to sell it. Okay. So all the dates has to be covered with this Lion Dates wrapper. Okay. So what he did is that printing press for getting copies. But printing press told that minimum he has to go for 10,000 copies. Then only they will print it. Okay. But he was not able to afford that particular thing. 10,000 is a huge number. Maximum he can do 1,000. Okay. So 10,000 was a very huge number. So he couldn't do it. See, this is another important nature of entrepreneur. They make use of what they have in hand. Very beautiful proverb, no? Make use of what is in hand. Okay. So that's the proverb. What he did is that at that time there was an election. The political party had a symbol of lion. And the political party had a symbol of lion. He just used that particular sheets. Okay, that election sheets were available. He used that to wrap around his product. Okay, he just make use of the opportunity. So wherever that lion printed, so it is Lion Dates. Okay, he wrapped and he gave. Okay, and the thing was a huge success. It was a huge success. And now he wanted the business to extend it. He wants the business to extend it. So what he does is that he does the first advertisement. Till now, till this point, he has not done any advertisement part. Okay, this is the point is going first time for advertisement in All India Radio. After the advertisement, his business has grown in Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Kerala, and Tamil Nadu. Almost the southern region is captured. Okay, so his business is so much booming. Okay, now he wants to extend his business and he wants to take it to north side. Okay, so he travels to Mumbai. He knows only Tamil. அவருக்கு தமிழ் மட்டும்தான் தெரியும். He knows only Tamil and he couldn't get out of Mumbai anywhere. Everywhere they speak Hindi. Okay, so he finds it very difficult. Luckily, that Mumbai commission agent where he wants to interact knew Tamil. So he got that order. He got his order in North India. Immediately after reaching his destination, he appointed a person and for teaching him English. See, at the age of 50, age is just a number. When you have the aspiration to do things, age is just a number. Okay, at the age of 50, he learns English. Okay, so now his business is top in India. Lion Dates is selling all over the India in almost all the states. New opportunity, like in Muscat. In Muscat, they have identified a particular kind of syrup using dates. So they don't know how to market it. So they call Ponnuturai from India. He goes there, takes a product and markets it. And he brings that product back to India and makes it as a big success. And you know that after Lion Dates, so you have good number of products, okay, in the same brand logo of Lion Dates. Okay, so that's you have good number of products in the same brand Lion Dates. Okay, so eventually now if you know that the business is an annual turnover of rupees 300 crore and they are exporting to nearly 20 different countries. Okay, Singapore, Malaysia, Sri Lanka, Canada, UK, Hong Kong, Belgium, France. Okay, so you have export to over 50 different countries where they're exporting their dates. Okay, so that's the kind of market that has grown. Okay, and apart from that, he has created job opportunities for physically challenged people. For de-seeding of the dates, he has used physically challenged people. So for this, he was awarded as the best industrialist on 2011 from Chief Minister Jayalalitha at that time. Best industrialist. Okay. So this is the exciting story of Ponnuturai. Okay. From a very low class family, a middle class family. Okay. And he has touched the heights. Okay. So what is so inspiring about his life? You can share from the chat. What are the insights you get from this particular person? What are the insights you get from this person? I will highlight later. You can share in the chat in window. What are the things that are quite okay, hardworking and innovative ideas? Good. From the story of this person, see. Okay, determination, dedication, self-confidence. Okay. Then taking risk. Excellent. So never give up. What is the risk he has taken? A level of resilience is high. Excellent. What is the risk he has taken? What is the risk he has taken? Okay, excellent. So leaving his job, okay, at a very crucial time. At the time, he was not having a proper business. Still, he left his job. Okay, that's a great thing. Okay, then what are other things you like? Self-motivation, excellent. Amarnath. See, very beautiful principle called take stock of your means. Okay, whatever a bird in hand is worth two in bush. Can you see this particular proverb in him? Can you tell? A bird in hand is worth two in the bush. This particular proverb, where it reflects in this life of Ponuthurai. கையில் இருக்கும்போது உங்ககிட்ட இருக்கக்கூடிய ரிசோர்ஸஸை பயன்படுத்திக்கணும் அப்படின்றது. A bird in hand is worth two in bush. Packing, excellent. Okay, so for the packing of that particular product, immediately he made use of the opportunity available. Fine. So that's the inspiring story of Ponuthurai. Fine. So now, have you seen this character? What is this character called? You can type it in the chat. What is this character called? Pikachu. Okay, Pokemon. Okay, excellent. Very good. Pokemon. Fine. Pokemon. Excellent. And can you tell who is the person who came out with this idea? Of this particular idea? Pokemon. Okay. So his name is, he's a Japanese person. His name is Sandoshi Tajiri. Sandoshi Tajiri. Okay. What is very interesting about this Sandoshi Tajiri is, from his childhood, he is always has a liking for playing with insects. Okay. He draws pictures of insects. He's so much attached to these kind of insects and other things. Okay. That actually gave him future to develop this particular Pokemon character. Okay. So he was so much immersed in the thought of insects and insect bugs that actually developed this concept of Pokemon. Okay. So we'll have another example now. All of you know about this example. So he's none other than the Mickey Mouse. So it was created by Walt Disney. All of you know about it. Okay. But what we don't know about Walt Disney is, his very childhood, he was very much attached to the nature. Okay. He often looks into the nature, sees the beautiful birds, see the beautiful meadows and all the greenish things. And he will be completely immersed in that particular thing. Okay. So he was always immersed in the nature and other things. So that's how he got up with the idea of Walt Disney, because all his characters, so whether it's the Lion King or Timon and Pumbaa or the Mickey Mouse or the Donald Duck, things are so much connected with nature. Okay. So that's how. Okay. What is the basic thing that you get reflected from these two persons? One is Sandoshi Tajiri. Second one is this person. What is the basic thing you look into it? என்ன தெரியுது உங்களுக்கு அடிப்படையா பார்க்கும்போது இவங்க ரெண்டு பேரையும்? Is it okay I can speak in Tamil? Difficulty if I talk in Tamil?
No, sir. You can be bilingual, sir.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. So சொல்லுங்க, இதுல இந்த ரெண்டு கதையிலையும் உங்களுக்கு என்ன புரியுது? தகிரி அவர் அவருடைய பேசிக் ஐடியா அபவுட் கிரியேட்டிங், அவரோட இன்செக்ட்ல இருந்தக்கூடிய ஒரு ஆர்வம் பின்னாடி அவரை போக்கேமான ஒரு கேரக்டர் உருவாக்குறதுக்கு காரணமா இருந்துச்சு. அதே மாதிரி நம்மளுடைய வால்ட் டிஸ்னி சின்ன வயசுல இருந்து அவருக்கு நேச்சர் கூட இருந்த ஒரு ஈடுபாட்டுனால பின்னாடி அவர் ஒரு வால்ட் டிஸ்னி, அந்த டிஸ்னி வேர்ல்ட உருவாக்குறதுக்கான ஒரு காரணமா இருந்துச்சு. இதுல இருந்து என்ன தெரிய வருது? ஒரு அடிப்படையான விஷயம். What is that thing that is common between these two people? Creativity, as one told. Imagine, okay. So their childhood passion became a business idea in the future. Okay. Their childhood passion became a business idea in the future. Okay. From my childhood myself, I was so interested to do teaching. Okay, whenever someone asked me what you want to become a teacher. I was studying in Pondicherry Engineering College as a student. So during the examination halls, everyone will be writing examination. At the time, what I would think in my mind is that someday I should stand here as an invigilator. That was the thing that was going in my mind. I should stand here as an invigilator. From my childhood, I had that passion to become a teacher. Also happened. I was appointed in the same college as a professor, and the first day of when I go for that invigilation, so my dream came true. Okay, so what I wanted to insist here is their childhood passion was converted into a business idea. Okay, so this actually tells you a very important concept called being in flow. Okay, this tells you about a very interesting thing called being in flow. What are you in flow with? Says to do. Okay, ஸோ நமக்கு எது மனசுக்கு ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமா இருக்கோ, எதை பண்ணா நமக்கு வந்து ரொம்ப சூப்பரா இருக்கோ, அதை பண்ணோம்னா நிச்சயமா நம்ம லைஃப் சூப்பரா இருக்கும். ஓகே, ஸோ தட்ஸ் த அண்டர்லைன். ஸோ இந்த எல்லா ஆண்டர்பிரனர்ஸுமே வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா அவங்களுக்கு இருந்த ஒரு பேஷன், அவங்களுக்கு இருந்த ஒரு ஃப்ளோ தட் எனேபிள் them to become successful. Okay, so very very important for being successful in entrepreneurship is you should identify what you are good at and proceed in that path. That will definitely give you the success. Okay, so that will actually do what you love. Have to do what you love. Okay, that way you'll be able to achieve greatness. That way you will be able to achieve greatness. Okay, that's the core of it. Okay, so but you need not mix flow with leisure. Okay, for example, I just tell you, you take a person, this is a band of musicians. Music is a job. For them, music is a job. For you, you do it for relaxation. So you identify the difference between flow and leisure. Okay, flow is not leisure. Being in flow, suppose if you say I like music, so you don't do music for it's not your flow, you do it for relaxation. Okay, so for certain people, for musicians, that is a flow. For us, it is for relaxation. So you need to differentiate what is flow and what is the real thing. Okay, similarly, if put another example, so you have computer game programmers, they develop games. For us, it is relaxation. We play games as a relaxation. Flow. Okay, so flow is not relaxation. Or every day listen to music, so I cannot say that music is my flow. Okay, so that's the difference between flow and a leisure. Flow is not a leisure. Okay, now we'll do a small activity to see what is your flow. So you can do this one. You can write in a small piece of paper. You can just make this table. Okay, so in the first you have you identify whatever the thing. So suppose you say drawing is your area of interest. You say drawing is your area of interest. Just put a S if it satisfies each of the column. Okay, you can just write in a piece of paper. So one is, if you lose track of time while doing this, just put a S. So you first put drawing. Say, for example, drawing is my area of interest. You just see whether you lose track of time while doing this. Yes, if it is S, put a S. The second thing you have to see is you have the requisite talent and skills to do this. Okay, not just normally when we are in the class, okay, students get bored and they will draw all the face of the teacher and all. So for that you don't require any talent or skill. But if you have any talent or skill, okay, you have the requisite talent and skills to do this. If it is yes, put a S. Take the initiative. You do not need someone to be pushed to do this. Then if it is okay, you put yes. You grab every opportunity in the area to improve your skill levels. If it is true, put a S. Even if the activity is challenging, you enjoy taking up the challenge, you put S. Okay, so just fill this table just fill this table. Just fill this table in a paper and see what is that it comes to your mind. What is your flow? Your flow. Just take a piece of. Yes,
So
ma'am.
sorry to interrupt. So can
Yes,
you
ma'am.
explain the second column B? What exactly does that mean, sir? You leave
Yeah.
you took track of time while doing this.
Yes,
What
yes.
exactly is it, sir?
So suppose you are doing a drawing, you don't know the time is running at all. Suppose you watch a movie, so you lose track of time while watching the movie. Okay, the same thing happens for certain activities also. Suppose I'm actually passionate to do drawing. When I do drawing, I completely forget my time. Okay, so that's the meaning. So
Okay, understood.
you lose track of time while doing this. If it is, put a S. You have the requisite talent and skills to do this, put a S. If no one is need to be pushed, then you put a S. And fourth one is you try to identify the opportunity to improve your skills. Put a S. If the activity is challenging, you enjoy taking up the challenge. So what you need to do is that first fill out the areas of interest. For all these interests, whether if it matches with the column, put S. Okay. That the maximum number of S's where you get is your interest or passion. That will be the interest or passion. Any of you can share that particular thing, what you have got. In the chat window, what is the thing you have got? What is your passion that you have got maximum number of S? Maybe I'll show an example here. Suppose my area of interest, say I just put drawing. I lose track of time doing this. Okay, mostly yes. Do I have the required skills? I have some basic skills of drawing. Okay, in that case, I put S. I take the initiative. No one needs to be pushed. So it is yes. And do I grab every opportunity? As of now, no, I just put no. Even if the activity is challenging, you enjoy, yes. Okay. So in that way, suppose you put, say, movies. So you're saying your thing is movies. Lack of time. But for that, you don't require any skills. Okay. So this is not applicable. You don't have any skills. So anyone needs to be pushed. No. No. Okay. It will be happening automatically. Okay. It is yes again. Whether you improve the skills, this will not be there. Even if the activity is challenging, this will also not come into picture. Okay. So whatever the interest you fill, which one gets you maximum number of yes? Whoever gets maximum number of, for me, say teaching. If I put teaching, everything will come S for me. Okay. So then I can just put my area of flow is teaching. Identify what is the thing that you have. Okay. So that maximum number of S's will give you what is your passion and what is your interest. Can anyone share which is the maximum number of S's you got?
Sir, I was waiting for the students to give. I don't want to grab an opportunity of the student, but anyway, I'll give mine so that my students can follow.
Thank you.
I'm interested in making dresses, sir. I stitch my dresses on my own.
Great, ma'am. Great.
And I've been doing this for quite a few years.
Yes,
and when I took this and filled up your tabular column, I got yes and all.
Oh, nice, ma'am. Okay, great. Mohammed Amal, excellent designing. Okay, and name here. Okay, 815. It's pencil
815.
sketch. Okay, fitness, craft work, singing. Excellent. Okay, so you need to identify what is your flow. So that will actually help you find an opportunity in that area. If you identify an opportunity in your flow, then you can definitely achieve success. Thank you, Divya. Thank you. You can definitely achieve success. Okay. So that's the thing. Fine. Small game now before continuing further. So I'll just stop presenting for a moment. If possible, you can switch on your videos. If possible, we can switch on your videos. You can switch on your videos so that we'll play this game. Very simple game. I'm not going to give you a very complicated game. Very simple and interesting game. You're going to play it. Okay. I don't see all the faculties are there. I don't see student faces. Okay.
Guys, you all can switch on your video. Please do that. Sir, I think like we are all in office and we are all presentable, so immediately we have switched on the video.
Okay. No issues. No problem.
Presentable.
Okay. Fine. Okay, no issues. You can just play it even when you don't switch on your videos. Fine. It's quite simple. I wanted to see that your faces, how you're doing it. That's it. Okay. That's the thing. Fine. What you need to do is that on your right hand, I have to show 5. On your right hand, you have to show 5. You have to show L. In your right hand, you have to show 5. In your left hand, you have to show L. Okay? This is the first thing. The second, immediately what we have to do is that this close, this should be 5, this should be L. So now it's going to be the tougher part. So you're going to do it, switch from the 2 hands. Okay, this is 5L, 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 5L. Okay, so that's the game. So it comes by practice. It comes by practice. For the starters, you can do it slowly. So L5, 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 L5. You can do it fast. Start up with, you can do it slow. Okay, to start up with, you can do it slow. So every time you have to close your hand. Some people will do immediately like this. Okay, so you have to open, close, open, close, open, close. So this actually energizes your brain. This actually energizes your brain. Okay. So thank you all for this game. Okay. So more than game, I would tell it is an exercise. Okay. It's an exercise to actually stimulate your brain. Okay. We know that our left half of the body is controlled by right half of the brain. Similarly, the other area. So most of us are most right hand persons by the left of the body. So to activate your brain completely, this kind of exercises of orienting both your part of the brains will be very useful. Okay, actually this is called by a term called neurobics. Okay, you know our brain is either use it or lose it. Okay, so you need to rewire the connections again and again by using these kind of exercises. Okay, some puzzles. Okay, fine. So back in the show. Fine. So this is what you need to first identify what is your state of flow. Okay. Once you have identified your flow, you need to try to identify an opportunity in your area where you can develop it. Okay. So I'll just put a very beautiful quote. Don't find customers for your products. Find products for your customers. It essentially says is that since I am good in robotics, doesn't mean that I have to design a very good robot, put it in the market and ask the people to buy it. Okay. Just I'm good in robotics. Okay. Doesn't mean that நீங்க அதனால ஒரு ரோபோ பண்ணி இதை எல்லாரும் வாங்குவாங்கன்னு நீங்க நம்புனீங்கன்னா okay, what we need to do is கஸ்டமருக்கு என்ன ப்ராப்ளம் இருக்கு அந்த ப்ராப்ளத்துக்கு நம்ம எப்படி சொல்யூஷன் கொடுக்க முடியும் அப்படின்னு பார்த்தா மட்டும்தான் entrepreneurs will succeed. Okay, don't find customers for your products, find products for your customers. Important thing whenever you start the journey of entrepreneurship. Okay, so if you take the entrepreneurship journey, you have two aspects actually. I just put it, you have two aspects. Is value creation. Second part is wealth creation. Okay, wealth creation. So if you take any entrepreneur, any successful entrepreneur, they would be rich person. Okay, so entrepreneurs should not concentrate on only the wealth generation aspect. Rather, if we concentrate on value creation aspect, if you motivate on value creation aspect, automatically the wealth creation will take place. What I mean by value creation is, what is the value we like to give it to the customer? The customer is going to get benefited. Okay, so don't find customers for your product, rather find products for your customers. Very beautiful term, they use it as wow your customers. Okay, you use the term wow. Okay, so when you say wow, it's superb, the service is superb, the product is superb. Okay, that's what you say it as wow. So we need to wow our customers. Okay, I'll just give an example from my own life. Particular kind of product, you just say at the end whether it is a wow or not a wow. Okay, I got a product for rupees say around 4,000. Actually I bought it from Pepperfry. Pepperfry is an online furniture sales shop. I bought a puja mandapam. Okay, I bought a puja mandapam for around 4,000 rupees, and it was delivered to my house in Pondicherry. They bought, it was a huge big one. Okay, they had to carry, and it all the way came from Rajasthan, and they delivered the product. Okay, so actually when I opened the thing, what happened is that wood dust actually fall upon my body, and that actually caused a lot of irritation in my skin. And actually I went to a doctor, and because of it has caused irritation. It has caused irritation, and he has prescribed some drugs. Okay, so immediately I wrote to Pepperfry, see, you have delivered as a product, the product is so bad quality, and it caused so much problem in my skin and all. I just even attached the report from the doctor also. They told that see, this product came all the way from Rajasthan, so it is very difficult for us to come back and pick that thing. So rather what they did is that they told, you can keep or you can just throw away the puja mandapam. They refunded the entire amount. Of 4,000 to me, and they said, or you can drop it away. That's the thing they told. But what I did is that I called for a carpenter and mended it. I spent around some 400 rupees. I got the refund of 4,000. I mend that particular puja mandapam, and I sold it in OLX for 3,500. So now tell, what is the service of Pepperfry? What would be the service of Pepperfry? But I sold the product not at the 2 years or 3 years only. I sold the product, but at that time, you see the service, how much they are clinging to the particular thing about their customer, how much they are oriented towards it, whether you call this as a wow or not.
Pencil kudiya.
Pencil.
Hari Krishnan, please mute your mic.
Thank you. Okay.
Sorry.
A wow for me. No, please. Thank you. Yes. Okay. Thank you. So that's the kind of thing that I got from Pepperfry. Few days back, I got another wow. Like I'm having an electric bike with myself. It had a problem in my electric bike. A service person, he came and first day he saw there was a problem, and he told I will come rectify the next day. The next day, I thought he will call me back. So I was actually outside, and I got a call from that person. Your vehicle is ready. I asked him, what? How? அவர் அதாவது என்கிட்ட எதுவுமே சொல்ல. அதாவது அவர் என்ன பண்ணாருன்னா நேரா வந்து அவர் பாட்டுன்னு அந்த ப்ராப்ளம் என்னவோ அது ஆக்சுவலா வீல்ல ஒரு ப்ராப்ளம். அவர் அந்த வீல்ல இருக்க ப்ராப்ளத்தை அப்படியே கரெக்ட் பண்ணிட்டு எனி சர்வீஸ் ஃபீ, இப்போ இதே வந்து இதை வச்சு ஒரு ப்ராடக்ட் ஐட்டம் வரணும் இல்லை லேட் ஆகும், தே கேன் டூ ஆல் சார்ட்ஸ் ஆஃப் திங்ஸ். பட் இட் டிடன்ட் டூ எனிதிங். He just called me and said that your vehicle is ready at my place. I didn't leave it in the garage, or I didn't leave it in his service room and all. House. It was in a common shed. He came there, he serviced, and he just gave me a call on return that your product is ready. Okay. Wow. What do you say? Whether it is a wow or not? This person who did this service. Yes. Okay, that's again a wow. Okay, so it was really a great thing. So he didn't ask. I asked about the fare. He told nothing, sir. It's a very minor fault. There's nothing to worry. So no need to pay. So that's the kind of relationship we need to establish with the customer. So find product for your customers rather than don't find customer for your products. That's a beautiful quote, right? So how can you get to things? So I told you need to look into. So I've told you two aspects. So first two aspect is identify your flow. Second aspect is find products for your customers. Okay. Now, when you find products for customers, if it is aligned with your flow, then you will work with more dedication and more love towards it. That's what I wanted to say. Okay. Can you get to know what is the problem? Okay. That can be done by observing. Just by observing, you can identify what is the problem. Okay. I'll just give you a very, very interesting example of, I don't know whether you might have heard of it or not. Some story or something. Like in a particular factory, there was some conveyor belt which had some they are packing some material, okay, some food or something, okay, and it came out that many times a cup unfilled cup was delivered. Okay, product இருக்கு, அதுக்குள்ளார ஒரு பேப்பர் கப் மாதிரி இருக்கு, ஒரு பேப்பர் கப்ல ஒரு ப்ராடக்ட்டை ஃபில் பண்றாங்க. Suppose like say cup noodles, it is filled up and it moves in the conveyor belt for packing. So they found that many times there was a fault in the machine that it sent empty packets. Fill பண்ணாத empty packets போயிடுச்சாம். So ஒரு பெரிய போர்ட் மீட்டிங் போட்டு எல்லாரும் யோசிக்கிறாங்க, இதுக்கு என்ன பண்ணலாம், என்ன மாதிரியான மிஷினரி வாங்கலாம், இதுக்கு என்ன சென்சார் யூஸ் பண்ணலாம், ரொம்ப காம்ப்ளிகேட்டா இதுக்கு என்னென்ன மிஷின் பண்ணலாம் அப்படின்னு எல்லாரும் யோசிக்கிறாங்களாம். டிஃப்ரெண்ட் ஐடியாஸ். இந்த கன்வேயர் பெல்ட் ஸ்பீடை டிக்ரீஸ் பண்ணலாம், மேல இருந்து ஒரு சென்சார் வச்சுக்கலாம், ஒரு இமேஜ் ப்ராசஸிங்ல வந்து அந்த வீடியோ கேப்சர் பண்ணி அதுல எந்த ஆப்ஜெக்ட் வந்து மிஸ் ஆகுதுன்னு கண்டுபிடிக்கலாம். இந்த மாதிரி தே கம் அவுட் வித் நியூமரஸ் வியூஸ். அப்போ அந்த இடத்துல டீ கொடுக்கறதுக்காக ஒரு பையன் வரா, பாக்குறாரு, இதை கவனிக்கிறாரு இவங்க என்ன சொல்றாங்கன்னு. ஸோ ஈ சஜஸ்ட் எ மெத்தட். So first the people were hesitant, but they didn't tell. Okay, சொல்லு பண்றாங்க. அவர் என்ன சொல்றாரு, இந்த கன்வேயர் பெல்ட் போற இடத்துல ஒரு ஃபேன் வச்சிருங்க, எம்டியா இருந்துச்சுன்னா காத்துல அடிச்சுன்னு கீழே விழுந்துரும், ஃபில் ஆனது மட்டும் தான் கன்வேயர் பெல்ட்ல போகும் அப்படின்றாரு. ஓகே, ஸோ திஸ் இஸ் what is innovation. Okay, so you did not think about very big things to happen. Think about very, very simple things, how you can bring about a innovation. Okay, that's the innovation. Fine. அவர் என்ன சொன்னாரா, இங்க ஒரு ஃபேன் வைங்க, இந்த கன்வேயர் பெல்ட் போற இடத்துல he told the idea like ஒரு ஃபேன் வச்சிருங்க, அப்ப எம்டியான பாக்கெட் இருந்தா அந்த ஃபேன் தள்ளி விட்டுரும், அப்ப அதுக்காக நீங்க எதுவும் ஸ்பெஷல் மிஷினரி எல்லாம் தேவைப்படாது அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு சொன்னார். ஓகே, ஸ்பார்க்கிங் திங். ஓகே, ஈவன் I would just say another example like one person actually came out with a smart bindi. You know what is a bindi? Smart bindi. That is women in rural side or anywhere women use the bindi. Okay, குங்குமம் வச்சுக்கிறாங்களா, அதான் பிந்தி, வேற எதுவும் இல்ல. குங்குமம் வச்சுக்கிறதுக்கு பேரு பிந்தி. ஓகே, ஸோ என்ன பண்ணாங்களா, இந்த ஒரு ரூரல் சைட்ல, ஸோ ரூரல் இருக்க விமன் வந்து தேவையான அளவுக்கு உடம்புக்கு தேவையான அயோடின் எடுத்துக்கிறது இல்லையா, அந்த அயோடின் கொடுக்கறத வந்து ஒரு பிந்தி மாதிரி கொடுத்துட்டாங்க, ஒரு பொட்டு மாதிரி கொடுத்துட்றாங்க, ஸ்டிக்கர் போட்டு மாதிரி. ஸோ டெய்லி அந்த விமன் வந்து அந்த ஸ்டிக்கர் போட்டை வச்சுக்கும் போது by a method called iontophoresis. So when you keep this bindi, basically all the ions in the body are basically all those potassium, magnesium, iodine, everything is ion. Okay, so via your skin is a semipermeable membrane, via that these ions, அதாவது இந்த பிந்தில வந்து அயோடின் இருக்கும். இந்த பிந்தில வந்து இந்த அட்வர்டைஸ்மெண்ட் சொல்லுவாங்களே, உங்க உப்புல அயோடின் இருக்கா, சக்கரை இருக்கா, உப்பு இருக்கான்னு, அந்த மாதிரி இந்த இதுல வந்து அந்த தேவையான அயோடின் லெவல் இருக்கும். அது அயன்டோஃபோரிசிஸ் மூலமா உங்க உடம்புக்குள்ளார அன்னைக்கு தேவைக்கு எவ்வளவு அயோடினோ உடம்புக்குள்ள போகும். ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு பிந்தி டிசைன் பண்ணாங்க. ஸோ இதுக்கு வந்து பாருங்க, ப்ராடக்ட்டும் இல்லை, ஒரு பயங்கரமான ஒரு ஸ்ட்ராட்டஜி எல்லாம் கிடையாது. அவங்க காமனா அவங்களுக்கு என்ன ப்ராப்ளம், அந்த ப்ராப்ளத்துக்கு என்ன சிம்பிளான சொல்யூஷன் அப்படின்னு ஐடென்டிஃபை பண்றது. ஓகே, தட்ஸ் ஹவ் மெனி திங்ஸ் ஆர் born. ஓகே, கம் அவுட் வித் சிம்பிள் சொல்யூஷன்ஸ். ஓகே, சிம்பிள் சொல்யூஷன்ஸ் டு சால்வ் த ப்ராப்ளம். அது எப்படி கண்டுபிடிக்க முடியும் அப்படின்னா, just by observing. Okay, bottu, excellent, bottu தான். Fine. Okay, so this is you can, by observing you will get to know what is thing happening. கவனிச்சாலே அது என்ன பண்றது, என்ன ஆகுதுன்னு தெரியும். அது மூலமா we can identify things. Okay, you need to observe. Second thing is empathy. Empathy na enna? What is that you comes to your mind when you say empathy? ரகுபதி ராஜாபதி மாதிரி இது எம்பதி. எம்பதினா என்னன்னு சொல்லுங்க பாப்போம். Okay, I'll just put you an example. You can tell what is empathy. You are going in bus. Okay, so the bus is heavily crowded. Okay, the bus is heavily crowded and you are sitting in a chair and suddenly a pregnant lady comes in. What will you do? What will you do? Excellent. Ma'am has given the thing. Feeling create பண்றது, mercy, understanding the feeling of others. Okay, just tell to this example. Person walk exactly, to be more specific, walking in others' shoes. Okay, so what they really feel, that's what is empathy. Okay, so the classical example I would say for empathy is, you know about our Ratan Tata. Ratan Tata was once traveling in a car. It was a rainy day. He could see by the window, with his windows, he was standing in a traffic. There was a family, 4 members, who are traveling in a small vehicle. Okay, in a small, say, 4 members are sitting in that vehicle and they're traveling, and they, you know how you can visualize how the scenario will be. It is a rainy day. He sees those persons. So immediately he thinks in his mind, why not we create a car which is affordable for a middle class family? Okay, So that's how he gets the concept of Tata Nano. He gets the concept of Tata Nano for an 1 lakh. Initially, it was 1 lakh, no? So the concept of Tata Nano was born. So is empathy for the people. Okay, that's how this Tata Nano was born. Okay, that's what is empathy. Feeling for others, what they want, what they require. Okay, this is yet another important thing when you want to start your journey in entrepreneurship. First thing, you need to observe. Second thing, you need to empathize. You need to empathize with people. What they want, what is they require is essentially required. First, you need to empathize. Okay, so once you do the empathy, okay, then you can convert this idea into a very interesting thing. Okay, observation and empathy are the core principles which will help you to convert your idea into an excellent one. Okay, give a small exercise for you. Okay, can anyone tell? I'm going to just tell you an idea. You have to tell me options for it. Okay, so okay, so how many of you like sleeping in the class? Excuse me, Rajagopal.
Yes.
Sir, Rajagopal, sir? Yeah.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. Okay, so இப்போ நான் ஒரு சொல்ல போறேன், அதுக்கு நீங்க ஐடியா சொல்ல போறீங்க. Okay, so I want to sleep in the class without the teacher identifying myself. தூங்கணும், ஆனா டீச்சர் ஐடென்டிஃபை பண்ணக்கூடாது. அதுக்கு என்னென்ன மெத்தட்ஸ் இருக்கு சொல்லுங்க பாப்போம். Get me some methods wherein I can sleep in class without the teacher identifying that I am sleeping. Okay, online classes.
Online class.
Fine. You can wear a spectacle. Okay, wearing cooling class. Okay, that's also a good idea. Okay. Back bench. Okay, go to the back bench. Okay, then give me some more ideas. Last bench. Okay.
Sir, online class with the பண்றாங்க போல இருக்கே சார்.
Under the bench. So staff கிட்டே permission கேட்டலாம்ன்றீங்க ஷமீம். Thank you. Hiding behind a big guy. Excellent. Hiding behind a big guy, fat guy. Okay. Looking down like reading. Excellent. Sitting in the middle. Okay. Head pain in சொல்றது. Okay. To have a headache. Okay, good. Okay. So this is what is idea creation. Okay, this is what is idea creation. You have to come out with all crazy ideas. Okay. First thing you did was you observed what is happening. Second thing you did was you empathize. You empathize with the person for whom you're designing a product or something. You empathize with the customer. Yes. For those problems, you try to get ideas. Okay. So in the way you have created, you can get millions of ideas, identify crazy ideas. Some of my students said that one of the students has told like they wear spectacle. Okay, கண்ணாடி பவர் அதிகமா இருந்தா தூங்குறாங்களா இந்த முடிச்சுருக்காங்களான்னு தெரியாது. அதே மாதிரி பிளாக் கலர் கிளாஸ் போட்டாலும் தெரியாது. ஒரு பையன் என்ன சொன்னான்னா, அந்த கண்ணு இருக்குல்ல, கண் மூடி இருக்குல்ல, மூடி இருக்க இடத்துல பெயிண்ட்ல வந்து கண்ணு திறந்திருக்க மாதிரி வரைஞ்சிடுறாங்களாம். ஓகே, in paint they will draw on the eyelids. Okay, like eye is open. So even if you close your eyes, it will see like eye is open. Okay, so you will be like live. Or wear a spectacles which has an image of your eye, so that person will think like you are awake. Okay, so even one person said in my class like you keep a machine, something like it will show something like mind reading. It will show you even when your eyes is closed, it will show that your eyes is open like that. Okay, all these are fancy ideas. Come out with as many ideas as you want. Do a brainstorming. Come out with 1,000 ideas. Then think about each and everything, how to implement it. Okay. So the important is idea generation. Okay. So idea generation. Once you generate your idea, to convert that into a business model, okay, try to fill out this particular business model canvas. Okay, try to fill out this business model canvas, which will இதுக்கு prepare பண்றதுக்கு you don't require very big thing, ரொம்பலாம் யோசிக்க தேவையில்ல. just try to fit in all இதுல இருக்கிற எல்லா செக்மெண்ட்டுக்கும் உங்களால ஒரு பதில் கொடுக்க முடியும் அப்படின்னா ஒரு கண்டிப்பான ஒரு யூஸ்ஃபுல்லான ஒரு ப்ராடக்டா இருக்கும். ஓகே, if you can find answers for each one of these segments, definitely your product will be successful. Okay, so this is called as a lean canvas proposed by Ash Maurya. So I just touch upon all the things in a few seconds. Okay, the first one is customer segment. Okay, so எந்த customer segmentக்கு நீங்க இந்த ப்ராடக்ட்டை டார்கெட் பண்றீங்க? I target it for all the people. Okay, so whenever people start doing their business, always start with smaller customer segments. Customer segment என்றது ஏஜை பொறுத்து சொல்லலாம், ஓகே, ஜெண்டரை பொறுத்து சொல்லலாம், லொக்காலிட்டியை வச்சு சொல்லலாம். இப்போ நீங்க ஒரு ப்ராடக்ட் ஆரம்பிக்கிறீங்கன்னா உங்க ஏரியா, அதாவது நீங்க ஒரு 5-6 பிளாக் இருக்கிற ஒரு வீட்டில் இருக்கீங்கன்னு வச்சுங்க, ஸோ அங்கிருந்து ஆரம்பிக்கலாம் முதல்ல. ஓகே, ஸோ who is your customer segment? Pregnant woman above age 40, pregnant woman, இல்ல ஸ்கூல் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் in my area. ஓகே, எந்த டார்கெட் கஸ்டமருக்கு ஆரம்பிக்கிறீங்க? எப்போதுமே it is good to concentrate on a smaller scale and then expand it. So customer segment. ரெண்டாவது விஷயம், ஏர்லி அடாப்டர்னா உங்க பொருளை இப்ப நீங்க மார்க்கெட்ல விட்டீங்கன்னா யாரு முதல்ல வாங்குவாங்க? your product. Okay, that is called as early adopter. Okay, this is the first thing. Second thing, இது வந்து யார் உங்க கஸ்டமர் அப்படின்னு கண்டுபிடிக்கிறது. ரெண்டாவது, கஸ்டமருக்கு இருக்கக்கூடிய முக்கியமான பெயின் பாயிண்ட்ஸ் என்ன, அவங்களுக்கு இருக்கக்கூடிய ப்ராப்ளம் என்ன, வாட் இஸ் தேர் ப்ராப்ளம். ஓகே, அவங்களுக்கு இருக்கக்கூடிய ஆல்டர்னேட்டிவ்ஸ் என்ன, அவங்களோட மெயின் ப்ராப்ளம் என்ன. ஓகே, ஸோ தட் இஸ் யுவர் செகண்ட் திங். லிஸ்ட் அவுட் த கஸ்டமர் டாப் 3 ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ். ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள், இஃப் யூ டேக் ஸ்விக்கி, இதே சார்ட்டுக்கு நான் ஸ்விக்கி போடுறேன்னு வச்சுங்க, கஸ்டமரோட ப்ராப்ளம் என்ன ஸ்விக்கியை பொறுத்த வரைக்கும்? ஸ்விக்கி இல்லைன்னா முன்னாடி கஸ்டமரோட ப்ராப்ளம் என்ன? ஒரு ஹோட்டல்ல போய் சாப்பாடு வாங்கணும்னா ரொம்ப நேரம் ஹோட்டல்ல போய், இப்போ மதியான நேரம் போறோம் அப்படின்னா பீக்கா இருக்கும், நிறைய பேர் நிற்பாங்க, போய் வெயிட் பண்ணணும் ரொம்ப நேரம். ஓகே, ஸோ ஒரு 5-6 ஹோட்டல்ல சாப்பிடணும், விதவிதமா சாப்பிடணும்னு ஆசைப்படுறீங்கன்னா முடியாது. அட் அ டைம் நீங்க ஒரு கடைக்கு தான் போய் சாப்பிட முடியும். இல்ல பே பண்றதுக்கு வந்து நம்மகிட்ட கேஷ் இருக்கணும், இல்ல கார்டு கொடுக்கணும், இதெல்லாம் டைம் ஆகும். ஓகே, இதெல்லாம் பெயின் பாயிண்ட்ஸ் ஆஃப் த கஸ்டமர். அப்போ அதுக்கு என்னென்ன சொல்யூஷன்? 4 இஸ் த சொல்யூஷன். அந்த பெயின் பாயிண்ட்ஸ் எல்லாம் அட்ரஸ் பண்ற மாதிரி நாம என்ன சொல்யூஷன் வச்சிருக்கோம்? ஓகே, தட் இஸ் 4 சொல்யூஷன். ஓகே, I think 5 is missing here, and actually this should be the thing. Unique value proposition. அதாவது நாம என்ன முக்கியமான விஷயம் கொடுக்குறோம் நம்ம ப்ராடக்ட்ல, what is the value we give it to the customer that is not there in other products. சுத்தி இருக்க மார்க்கெட்ல இல்லாம நம்ம என்ன ஒரு யூனிக்கான விஷயம் நம்ம ப்ராடக்ட்ல இருக்கு அப்படின்றத யூனிக் வேல்யூ ப்ரொபோசிஷன். ஓகே, ஸோ தட்ஸ் த திங். வாட் இஸ் த அன்ஃபேர் அட்வான்டேஜ்? I think this should be the 5. Okay, so 3 is unique value proposition. What is the solution? Then channels by which you want to take this product to the customer. சேனல்னா வந்து இப்போ யூடியூப் யூஸ் பண்ணலாம், சோஷியல் மீடியான்றது ஒரு சேனல், இல்ல நோட்டீஸ் கொடுத்து சொல்லலாம், இல்ல நியூஸ் பேப்பர்ல ஆடு கொடுக்கலாம். வாட் ஆர் த சேனல்ஸ் யூ வாண்ட் டு ரீச் டு த கஸ்டமர்? தென் வாட் இஸ் யுவர் காஸ்ட் ஸ்ட்ரக்சர்? ஸோ அதாவது ஒரு ப்ராடக்டை செய்யறதுக்கு இனிஷியலா எவ்வளோ காஸ்ட் ஆகுது, நீங்க எவ்வளோ முதலீடு போடணும், எவ்வளோ ஆரம்பிக்கும் போது எவ்வளோ காஸ்ட் தேவைப்படும், அந்த மாதிரி காஸ்ட் ஸ்ட்ரக்சரை பத்தி தெரிஞ்சுக்கிறது. ஓகே, இதுக்காக நீங்க பெரிய கால்குலேஷன்லாம் போட வேணாம். சிம்பிளா நம்ம எவ்வளவு செய்ய வேண்டியது இருக்குது, ஒரு ப்ராடக்ட் செய்யணும்னா எவ்வளவு காசு ஆகும், அந்த காஸ்ட் ஸ்ட்ரக்சர், அப்புறம் என்னென்ன வகையில உங்களுக்கு ரெவென்யூ வரும். ஜஸ்ட் ஐடென்டிஃபை த சோர்சஸ் ஆஃப் ரெவென்யூ. அண்ட் லாஸ்ட் பட் நாட் த லீஸ்ட், த லாஸ்ட் 2 இஸ் த கீ மெட்ரிக்ஸ். கீ மெட்ரிக்ஸ் எதுக்குன்னா, நீங்க சக்சீட் ஆகிறதுக்கு நீங்களாவே ஒரு மைல் ஸ்டோன்ஸ் வச்சுக்கிறது. யூ ஹேவ் டு கீப் யுவர் ஓன் மைல் ஸ்டோன்ஸ். இதுக்குள்ள நான் இதை ரீச் ஆகணும், அந்த மாதிரி மெட்ரிக்ஸ். அதாவது ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள், ஒரு ஸ்மூத்தி பிசினஸ் பண்றாருன்னு வச்சுங்க, இத்தனை ஸ்மூத்தி செல்ஸ் ஆகணுன்றது ஒரு மெட்ரிக். உங்களுக்கு நீங்களே ஒரு டார்கெட் வச்சுக்கணும். நீங்க உங்களுக்குனே ஒரு டார்கெட் இல்லைன்னா தென் யூ கேன் நாட் measure your success. To measure your success, you require some metrics. Okay, that's the key metrics. And ninth one is the unfair advantage. What is that very thing unique about your thing? Unique in the sense, அடிச்சுக்க முடியாத விஷயம் இது. ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் உங்க ப்ராடக்ட் நீங்க ஒரு பேட்டன்ட் வச்சிருக்கலாம், தட் இஸ் அன் அன்ஃபேர் அட்வான்டேஜ். இல்ல உங்க ப்ராடக்ட் ஒரு செலிபிரிட்டியை வச்சு நீங்க சொல்லலாம், then it is an unfair advantage. What is that unique thing about your thing? Okay, so if you are able to prepare this particular canvas for your product, definitely your product can be scaled up into a very big business. Okay, so these are the key steps. First thing is observation. Second thing is empathizing. Third step is idea generation. Filling out this particular a business model. This is called as a business model. Once you fill out, you'll get an idea about what you have and what you can do. Fine. Okay. So, and a very important thing for doing all these things is you need a very beautiful team. Okay. So a team where it augments the strength of others. Okay. A team where people do things. Okay. That's a team. You need a very good team. Okay. So having a very wonderful team will work out wonders. Okay. So you remember the Aaron Tortoise story. You remember the Aaron Tortoise story. Okay. That story actually tells you about, so I'll just quickly run through the story. So you have the Aaron Tortoise first. So first ரெண்டு பேரும் ரேஸ்க்கு போறாங்க. ஏர் வந்து தூங்கிடுறாரு நடுவுல. டார்டாய்ஸ் மொல்லமா வந்து கேமை ஜெயிச்சிடுறாரு. செகண்ட் என்ன பண்றாரு டார்டாய்ஸ் மறுபடியும் ஸ்லோ அண்ட் ஸ்டெடி வின்ஸ் த ரேஸ்ன்னு சொல்லிடுறோம். ஓகே, தட் இஸ் ஆல்சோ ரெக்வயர்ட் இன் ஆண்டர்பிரினர்ஷிப். யூ நீட் டு பி ஃபர்ஸ்டே பயங்கரமா ஆரம்பிக்கணும் இல்லை, மொல்லமா ஆரம்பிச்சு படிப்படியா முன்னேறலாம். ஸ்டெடி வின்ஸ் த ரேஸ். செகண்ட் என்ன பண்றாரு, இந்த டார்டாய்ஸ் என்ன பண்றாரு, போய் அந்த ஏர் இஸ் ஆஸ்கிங் த டார்டாய்ஸ், நீ தான் ஜெயிச்சிட்டல, மறுபடியும் கேம் வானாம். நம்ம இப்ப ரெண்டு பேரும் விளையாடுறோம், ஒருத்தர் திடீர்னு தோத்துறோம், என்ன சொல்லுவோம், இன்னொரு கேம் வாம் பாப்போம்னு கூப்பிடுவோம். அந்த மாதிரி ஏர் இஸ் காலிங் ஃபார் அனதர் கேம். இந்த முறை ஏர் நிக்கவே இல்லை, கட கடன்னு ஓடி போயிடுச்சு. ஓகே, ஸோ பி அவேர் ஆஃப் த சிச்சுவேஷன். அங்கேயும் ஸ்டோரி எண்ட் ஆகல. திருப்பி ஏர் அண்ட் டார்டாய்ஸ் இந்த தடவை என்ன பண்ணுது, ஒரு தடவை ஏர் ஜெயிச்சிருச்சு, ஒரு தடவை டார்டாய்ஸ் ஜெயிச்சிருச்சு. டார்டாய்ஸ் இந்த தடவை என்ன சொல்லுதுன்னா, நீ தான் நல்லா ஜெயிக்கிறல்ல, மறுபடியும் இன்னொரு ரேஸ் வா பாப்போம்னு கூப்பிடுது. அந்த டார்கெட்டுக்கு போற இடத்துக்கு முன்னாடி அந்த இடத்துல ஒரு ரிவரை கடந்து போகணுன்ற ஒரு மாதிரி ஒரு ரேஸ் ட்ராக் வச்சிருது. ஓகே, ஸோ ஏர் அது வரைக்கும் நல்லா வேகமா ஓடுது. அந்த தண்ணி வந்தோன்னா அதால தாண்ட முடியல, அங்கேயே நின்றுடுது. டார்டாய்ஸ் மொல்லமா வந்து அந்த தண்ணியை தாண்டி போயிடுச்சு. அப்போ they identified what is the strength. ஏரால நிலத்துல வேகமா ஓட முடியும், தண்ணியில வேகமா ஸ்விம் பண்ண முடியும். ஸோ இந்த நெக்ஸ்ட் டைம் என்ன பண்றோம்னா, இவங்க ரெண்டு பேரும் டீம்மேட்ஸ் ஆயிடுறாங்க. ஸோ எங்கெங்கெல்லாம் நிலம் வருதோ அங்கெல்லாம் ஏர் டார்டாய்ஸை தூக்கிக்குது, எங்கெங்கெல்லாம் தண்ணி வருதோ. ஸோ தட்ஸ் ஹவ் த டீம் ஒர்க்ஸ். ஓகே,
Shibu, please mute your mic. Shibu. Shibu.
Okay.
Hear me, Shibu?
Ma'am, you can mute him, ma'am.
No, we can.
No, we cannot do, sir.
Shibu, kindly listen to us.
Shibu is very busy. Okay, fine. This part I'll skip. I think. Okay. Ma'am, how much time we have, ma'am? More? I think already I exceeded the time.
Continue, sir.
This will take more time. I'll just skip this part alone. So this is about identifying what is your dominant entrepreneurial style. Okay, I'll skip this part as of now. Download this particular file. Okay, it is. I'll just give you that link later in the chat window. You can download this particular file. This will actually help you to identify what is your dominant style. Okay. So actually we have divided into 5 styles: M1, M2, M3, M4, and M5. This will help you identify what is the kind of style you have. Okay. So M1 is like a maker. They call it as a maker who are good in making things, like Infosys Narayana Murthy. Okay. So that is a maker. Person who is a merchant, who is good in selling things. Okay. Who is good in selling things, how to do a product. Okay. So from Future Groups, you have Kishore Biani is a classical example of a merchant. You can be a magician. What I mean by magician is you come out with brimming with thousands of ideas. That's called as a magician. Okay. So like Steve Jobs. Okay. He revolutionized the Apple. Okay. So you come out with creative ideas, then you call it as a magician. Okay. And the fourth kind is a mobilizer. How to get along with people. How to, some people will be good with interaction. Okay. Like our Verghese Kurain, Amul, the man. Okay. The milkman of India. If you see the Amul, it will be quite inspiring. So Amul is an example of a mobilizer. Or fifth one, you can be a master, not the Vijay master. Okay, this is a master who is an expert of everything. Okay, who controls everything. You are being a pilot in the plane. You are the ultimate. Okay, that's a master. So either these are the 5 kinds of styles you have. You can be a maker, you are a creator. You can be a merchant who is good in selling. Okay, brimming with thousands of ideas, a magician, a person who is good in interact with people. Okay, a person who is a master. Okay, so what we want to convey here is each one will have a unique talent. Okay, so you have to identify your team. One, you have a different people. Suppose you have a master in your team who is going to control everything. You have a maker in your team who is going to create something new. You have a magician in your team who is going to come out with thousands of ideas, new ideas, creative ideas. Okay, you have a mobilizer in your team who can interact with people and get to know more things. That's all makes a complete team. Okay, you need to have amalgamation of all these members. Okay, so this entrepreneurship is a journey. It's a journey. Okay, so definitely, and I will say that whenever you start something new, you will have some setbacks. You will have some failures. Okay, you need to convert those failures into a success. Exciting example I would say is Ramraj Cotton. You heard of Ramraj Cotton, no? So he went to he revolutionized the dhoti industry. Once long back, this dhoti was considered as say big parties, people will not acknowledge you. Okay, when you wear a dhoti. So it happened for him also. Whenever he goes to a temple or whenever he goes for it happened in his lifetime, he has mentioned, like he goes to a hotel, 5-star hotel for attending a marriage, is in his dhoti. The person does not allow him, the watchman does not allow him to enter into the particular hotel. Okay, he says that you are in dhoti, I will not permit you inside. This made him a lot of frustration. But what he did know, he converted this frustration into a hope. What he did is that he made an ad. Whatever failures he encountered, that he converted into a positive ad. Ramraj salute. Okay, I'll just play you that ad. Say this one. Okay. So actually, whatever the difficulties he faced, that he has converted into a positive note. Okay. ஸோ இதுல காட்டுற எல்லா விஷயமும் அவரு ஃபேஸ் பண்ண விஷயங்கள். ஓகே, கோயிலுக்குள்ள ஐ மீன் அவர் ஹோட்டலுக்கு போகும்போது அவர் உள்ள விடலை, இல்லை வந்து ஒரு முக்கியமான ஃபங்க்ஷன் போகும்போது அவரை வந்து மதிக்கல. இந்த மாதிரி சமயங்கள்ல அவர் ஃபேஸ் பண்ண அவமானங்கள்லாம் ஆட் அப் பண்ணியிருக்காரு. So this was a great success. After this ad, actually it boosted his business, but he concentrated, அவரோட மெயின் ஐடியா என்னன்னா, அந்த நெசவாளர்கள் போடக்கூடிய வேட்டியோட குவாலிட்டி வந்து, ஏன்னா அந்த காலத்துல வந்து ஒரு கல்யாணம் ஏதாவது போறாங்கன்னா ஒண்ணுக்கு 2-3 வேஷ்டி எடுத்து போவாங்களாம். ஏன்னா வேஷ்டியோட குவாலிட்டி வந்து அந்த கதர்ல இருந்து வரது ரொம்ப தரம் இல்லாம இருக்கும் அந்த வேஷ்டிங்க. அந்த மாதிரி இல்லாம அவங்களுக்கு ஒரு வாழ்வாதாரமா இருக்கக்கூடிய அந்த நெசவு தொழில வந்து அடுத்த லெவலுக்கு எடுத்து போனாரு. அதோட குவாலிட்டி இன்க்ரீஸ் பண்ணாரு. அதை வந்து ஒரு சோசியல் ஸ்டாண்டர்டா மாத்தினாரு. இப்ப நம்ம டோத்தி டேன்னு சொல்றோம், நிறைய பேர் டோத்தி கொண்டாடுறாங்க, நிறைய இப்ப நிறைய டோத்திஸ்க்கான அட்வர்டைஸ்மெண்ட் வருது. பட் ஒரு காலத்துல டோத்தியை வந்து ஒரு ஆபீஸ்லயோ இதுலயோ போடுறதுக்கு வந்து இல்ல, அந்த அங்கீகாரத்தை எட்டுன்னு வந்தது வந்து இவர் தான். ஓகே, ஸோ நம்மளுடைய கலாச்சார உடைய வந்து நமக்கு எடுத்து திருப்பி காமிச்சாரு. ஓகே, தட் இஸ் வாட் ராம்ராஜ் காட்டன் டிட். ஓகே, தட்ஸ் வே we have to salute ராம்ராஜ் காட்டன். ஃபைன். So that's the story. So hope it has been interesting to you. So this is the journey of entrepreneurship. This QR code which will actually take you to my YouTube channel also. So this is the entrepreneurship la vandu the main thing is designing what people require. Customer க்கு என்ன தேவை அப்படின்றத பார்த்து டிசைன் பண்ணணும். நமக்கு தெரியும்ன்றதுனால நம்ம ஒரு விஷயத்தை செய்யக்கூடாது. Okay, we need to do empathize. At each stage we have to interact with the customer. Okay, so interesting journey for I think. Okay, if you have any queries, I am very happy to answer. You can ask me any question. I am very happy to interact with you. ஆனா மணி ஆனா ஆல்ரெடி 1 மணி ஆயிடுச்சு, உங்களுக்குலாம் செம பசி எடுக்கும்.
Students, you have any queries, you can open up your mic and talk.
Most commonly people will say that money is an issue. Money is definitely not an issue. இப்போ கவர்மெண்ட் சைட்ல இருந்து நிறைய ஹெல்ப் கொடுக்குறாங்க. ஆக்சுவலா நீங்க ஒரு ப்ராடக்ட் எட்டுன்னு வரணும் அப்படின்னாலே லாட் ஆஃப் இன்குபேஷன் சென்டர்ஸ் ஆர் தேர். கவர்மெண்ட்ல MSME ஸ்கீம்ஸ் ஆர் தேர். நீங்க இன்னோவேட்டிவான ஒரு ப்ராடக்ட் ஒரு ஐடியாவை எட்டுன்னு வரதுக்கு கவர்மெண்ட் சைட்ல இருந்து நிறைய நமக்கு வந்து மானிட்டரி பெனிஃபிட்ஸ் இருக்கு. ஓகே, now they giving huge investment industry startups தான் அதிகமான இது கொடுக்குறாங்க. ஸோ டெஃபினெட்லி நீங்க ஒரு இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங்கான ஒரு ஐடியா இருந்துச்சுன்னா உங்க பக்கத்துல இருக்கக்கூடிய ஏதோ ஒரு இன்னோவேஷன், இப்போ உங்க காலேஜ்ல ஐ திங்க் இன்ஸ்டியூட் இன்னோவேஷன் செல் இருக்கு. ஒரு ஐடியா, அந்த ஐடியாவை அடுத்த லெவல் ஸ்கேல் பண்றதுக்கான வழி பண்ண முடியும். Okay, so money is never a issue at all. Only thing you need to have the passion and the perseverance, and you need to identify a problem worth solving and try to get a solution for it. And again I told you the solution need not be a very big one. ரொம்ப சிம்பிளான விஷயமா இருக்கலாம். Okay, that's the thing it does.
Sir, I have a last point to add. சார் பிசினஸ் அப்படின்றது இப்போ ஜாபு கூட பார்ட் டைம் ஜாபா போய்க்கலாம் சார். அந்த பிசினஸ் பார்ட் டைம் பிசினஸா பண்ணவே முடியாது இல்ல சார். என்ன ப்ராப்ளம்னா ஒன்ஸ் இஃப் வி ஸ்டார்ட் ஆஃப் வித் a venture, அது குட்டியா இருந்தாலுமே we will have to leave our current job விட்டுட்டு தான் அதுக்கு போக வேண்டியதா இருக்கு. That is the biggest hurdle which I have seen for years. அதனாலே என்னால எதுவுமே புதுசா ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணவே முடியல, though I have lot of ideas.
Okay ma'am, actually இப்போ இல்ல மேம், கவர்மெண்ட் பாலிசியில இப்போ எங்க காலேஜ்ல பாலிசி டிசைன் பண்ணிருக்காங்க. எப்படின்னா ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் as well as teachers can do business within the college itself. காலேஜுக்குள்ளாரையே நம்ம வெஞ்சரை ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணி ரன் பண்ண முடியும். அதுக்கு வந்து பாலிசிஸ் மாதிரி போட்டிருக்காங்க. ஒரு செமஸ்டருக்கு ஒரு 40% or 20% you can contribute in the company, rest you can contribute in the academic அப்படின்ற ஒரு கன்செஷன் கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. இந்த ஒரு கம்பெனி காலேஜ்ல ஆரம்பிக்கிறாங்கன்னா உங்களுக்கு அட்டெண்டன்ஸ் எக்ஸம்ஷன் கொடுக்குறாங்க. they can concentrate on the company அப்படின்ற மாதிரி. So it's again college policy தான். We can make it as possible.
Okay.
Difference between a businessman and entrepreneur, as one student has asked me. So businessman and entrepreneurs are almost same. இப்போ நார்மலா பிசினஸ்ன்றது என்ன மீன் பண்றாங்க அப்படின்னா, இட் இஸ் லைக் ட்ரேடிங். ஒரு பொருளை ஒரு இடத்துல இருந்து வாங்கி இன்னொரு இடத்துக்கு இன்னொரு பொருளை விற்கிறது. ஓகே, தட்ஸ் வாட் யூ நார்மலி மீன் பை அ பிசினஸ். ஆண்டர்பிரினர்ன்றப்போ யூ கிரியேட் சம்திங் நியூ ஆர் யூ இன்னோவேட் சம்திங் தட் இஸ் எக்ஸிஸ்டிங் so that it reduces the pain point of a customer. Basic difference. Almost business or entrepreneurship is same thing. Business now by default it is a trading. Okay. So அதுல நியூவா இருக்கணும்னு அவசியம் இல்லை, அதுல ஒரு ப்ராப்ளத்தை சர்வ் பண்ணணும்னு அவசியம் இல்லை. பட் இஃப் யூ ஆர் ட்ரைங் டு ஐடென்டிஃபை அ ப்ராப்ளம் வித் த பீப்புள் அண்ட் கம் அவுட் வித் அ சொல்யூஷன் டு தட், தென் யூ பிகம் அன் ஆண்டர்பிரினர்.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. And you are free to contact me anytime. I'll just put my WhatsApp number in the chat. If you have any doubts, you can contact me through my WhatsApp. If you find WhatsApp is very problematic, then I'll just share you later any other options. And this is my mail ID. So you want to interact something, you can just mail me. Okay. I'm always free to interact. Okay. That's it. Thank you. And I once again thank Nirmala ma'am and for this college who has given me an opportunity to share with you all an interacting thing. Okay. Okay. So thank you. I thank the Hindustan College for giving me this opportunity. MCA department.
Thank you, sir. Sir, the session was really very wonderful, and the points what you people have what you have given up was an eye opener for everybody, because we are all very new to the entrepreneur part. We have not been exercised it or we have not been practiced or thinking over about it, but now we have got an idea about how to take. And now for a formal closing part, I request Meghna to propose a vote of thanks.
Good afternoon to all. A good beginning makes a good ending. On behalf of Hindustan College of Engineering and Technology, I take this thanks to those who have directly and indirectly contributed to this webinar on developing an entrepreneurial minds in young minds, organized by Department of our Computer Application. At the outset, I thank our chief guest and resource person, Dr.B.Hemakumar, Assistant Professor, Department of Electronics and Instrumentation Engineering, Technological University, Pondicherry. We are really enlightened with your knowledge and presence. The childhood passions made the entrepreneur successful, and neurobic exercise very help us to rewire connection for us by the exercise given by you. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
We are thankful to our principal, Dr. K. Karunagaran, and our beloved HOD and staff members for their constant support and motivation. A special thanks to IIC overall in charge, Dr. Shiva, HOD Mechanical and Coordinator Dr. Ras Matthew, and all other department IIC coordinators for joining this session and make it more special. And a special thanks to the organizing committee for their unflinching support and coordination. And our heartfelt thanks to our students, friends for their participation with these warm words and kind message. We move to the end of today's seminar. Thank you.
Thank you, Meghna. Thank you for your wonderful vote of thanks. Sir, Hemakumar sir, thank you so much for accepting our invitation. And I just want students to open up your video so that we can go for a snapshot.
I've also shared the link for that quiz, that thing I told.
Kindly,
That, yes, I just shared. Oh, yes.
Please kindly open up for the snapshot.
Actually, in internet we have some filters which will show that you are awake, you are live.
Yeah, please, students, please open up your video so that we can go for a snapshot. And there was also certain streaming problem. Okay, okay. Thank you so much. Thank you, Hemakumar sir, for accepting the invitation. And it's a pleasure to be with you for this past 1.5 hours. And the session was quite wonderful and what to say is very enthusiastic. So we were able to experience that. Thank you so much from our side.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.